afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. So what's going on, yo? Here we go. Week 2 of Where in the World Have Sports Gone? Yeah, it's okay. I know, March Madness should be getting into the round of 32 this weekend. The MLB opening week should be this week. Bummer. But that's not gonna stop us here, yo! We're gonna keep things going! That's what we do here at IE Sports Radio. We keep the push pushing. We keep the gains gaining. And we just keeping it real as it gets, y'all, in the sports world. Let's get it! That's right, today, we're going to be getting into the remainder of Free Agency Frenzy. My gosh, there has been some deals. Every one of them other knows about Brady. We covered that in the last show. But man, there's been some other good deals. Slay, how about Slay leaving Patricia? And that really good Lions defense. Man, but personal issues, I get it. He's on to Philly. How about Malcolm Jenkins going back home where he got drafted to the New Orleans Saints? Pretty sweet there. And hey, I think the Patriots know about this guy. But who is it? Well, he was signed today. We talk about the new quarterback. Or shall I say the returning quarterback, Brian Hoyer, back to the Patriots. Also, the Olympics 2021? What? And we talk about the IE Sports Radio Fan of the Month. You're listening to IE Sports Radio right here, y'all. You're listening to the defining moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, y'all? How's it going? Welcome. Sports fans, y'all a special group of people. You want to know why y'all a special group of people? Because y'all just go with it. No matter what happens, we hang on to sports no matter what. Is it not true? Do we cling to anything we can get? I mean, let's just be too real. I'll tell you what. This right here is the real deal. And this right here is pretty much where we are. We're clinging to as much as we can get to. Because this past weekend, guess what we got? We got iRacing. For somebody who does not know who iRacing is or what iRacing is, it does cost, I think, a good amount of money. But you have to, it's basically like the extremely as close professional NASCAR racing as you can possibly get. Well, guess what? This past weekend, the professional drivers took to iRacing, along with some others, I think, some of the best of iRacing probably in their league. But they got down, and wouldn't you know it, that last lap at Homestead this weekend was pretty sweet. I got to see the last lap a little bit ago, courtesy of the NASCAR Twitter account. And man, it was awesome. Honestly, the last 2 laps are pretty sweet. I said the last lap, Denny Hamlin driving his own car versus Dale Earnhardt Jr. And it was a really good last lap. And my gosh, it was a good one. Denny Hamlin will bring home the victory. And this right here, for those of you who do not know anything about this was the Dixie Vodka 150 at Homestead, Miami. And it was so cool because the reactions of these guys was so real. Like, Danny, the reaction, I didn't get to see the reaction of Dale Earnhardt Jr., but the reaction, it's so cool because you got real reactions out of this. They were talking, Denny Hamlin was talking strategy about oh yeah, my tires. He was talking about how long his tires would run him and his fuel. And it was super cool because, they talked to Jeff Gordon, and it was super cool. They actually had Jeff Gordon commentary, on this, and they had the virtual call-in at the end of the race. It was so cool. The interview, basically, it was really, really, really neat, John. If you didn't get a chance to see this, I didn't actually. I was busy. But I got to see this last lap, and I hope they do this again so I can see it. But I'll tell you what, iRacing, something really cool. But as we can see, we're clinging to whatever we can get. And that's basically what's happening right now in the sports world, okay? That's literally what's happening. And I'll tell you, this is tough times for us. Of course, we know. Again, let's get the disclaimer and everything else out of the way first. Yeah, it's kind of serious at the moment. Should people be staying their ass home? Yes. unless you have to go out somewhere and get something like food. And I mean, is what it is. But yeah, no. Right now is not the easiest time for everybody. And it's so tough that our sports are now gone. Now, I just hope and pray that all of us can obey and stay home and try not to be out and about unless we have to get some food or something. That's kind of important, you know. Or for those who are still working, hey, do your thing, make your money. But to everybody else, can we please just stay home? So the stupid virus can go away, so we can get back to our gosh dang sports. I know, sounds terrible, right? But hey, I'm just saying, it affects everybody. Of course, it'd be nice to get back to work soon, too. So, with that said, y'all, it's been kind of crazy, though. Okay, today we're going to talk about the Olympics, because there is a mixed bag right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. A little bit ago, I got the notification from the ESPN SportsCenter app, and oh my gosh, there is a mixed bag of feelings on the Olympics being pushed to next year. That would really stir things up, and today's gonna be like reading. Let me tell you a story kind of a day. All right, I'll be reading to you this article from the ESPN SportsCenter app, and you guys are gonna tell me what you think. It's crazy to think that the Olympics could be held up another year. Japan 2020 could now be Japan 2021. And I saw the video, and somebody in the IOC, I believe, had said that it would totally mess up everything else. Like, you know, we got Winter Olympics coming up in 2 years. We've got the World Cup coming up. You know, for men first, and then women's after that. I mean, we got these things all coming up together, and there's a reason why they're so spaced and why they're, you know, like they're strategically placed where they are. You push one of those back a year, it's going to really mess things up. And however, at the end of the day, it's for everybody's safety, and there's a lot. I saw yesterday about the Canadians talking about. Actually, I forgot. I'm not going to say anything until I read it. But you know, I saw something involving Canada yesterday, talking about the Olympics, and I don't know. I mean, it's crazy to think that anybody could pull out of the Olympics. And that would be terrible, you know, due to this terrible virus. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. But it's this trip to think, oh my gosh, that's all happening. So like I said, it's a big mixed bag of feelings on the Olympics, and that would be terrible if that were to happen. And there's also another big mixed bag on something else. I just have to point this out. I don't care. This is funny. I'm sorry. The Los Angeles Rams, ladies and gentlemen, they have a new logo. And look, I'm not a Ram fan, so I'm not going to say anything about it. Why? It's not my place. But the reactions on Twitter are cracking me up. If you ever just want to laugh, I mean, people are funny, man. And Twitter can be a cold-blooded place. It can also be funny. And depending on what side you're on, certain things can be funny if it's not funny to somebody else. I'm sorry, that's just really mean. But it's true, and people on Twitter are cold-blooded. So, yeah, some people aren't too happy with the new Rams logo, while some people are like, yeah, it's cool, and some people kind of like it, and whatever. We'll get into that today. That's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, like I said, we're going to get into the most recent free agents pickups in NFL free agency and free agency frenzy. The main stuff is pretty much done. We got all that stuff out of the way. That was last week. We got a lot of talk of that. But, yeah, speaking of the Rams, we got a lot of craziness, y'all. It's absolutely nuts to think of everything excuse me, that's happened last couple of days. I mean, speaking of LA teams, I mean, I know this isn't the Rams, but the Chargers will actually depart with their running back there. And guess where he's headed? Denver. So we're talking a little bit about that. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff, y'all. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff today. And it's gonna be a little bit of time because, of course, we got 4 shows coming today. So let me just go ahead and say this real quick, y'all. Gigantic shout out to all of our shows going live today, y'all. Y'all are awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. We got a lineup today. I'll be starting things off here with the defining moment. Of course, you have Mr. Taryn Rodriguez at the top of the hour at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time with Set Point talking some volleyball. Then at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you will catch Let's Whine About Sports with Mr. Mike Pat. And then to finish off the night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have The Unfiltered Truth with Mr. Phil Jones and Mr. Phil Robinson III. So, first things first, y'all. Before we get into any of that, I'm going to take myself a short break. And what am I going to do in the short break? I'm going to play you the latest drops. Because, gosh dang it, I can. So, for anybody who has not heard them yet, I want you to enjoy these drops because they're going to be fun. Okay, so enjoy these drops. I'm going to give me some water real quick. When we get back, we're going to get into some sports. Oh yeah, you're listening to. As a matter of fact, hold on really fast because I got to show everybody love because they show me love and I appreciate them. So what's going on, Taryn? Taryn's in the chat room, and yeah, don't get hung up with it. Well, you know me, man. The NFL is my thing. So let's see. Who cares about Melvin Gordon? Knowing him, he's going to fumble on the 1-yard line again. Taryn is bitter. What's going on, Daryl? My boy, Daryl. We're going to talk some iRacing right now, Daryl. You ready for some iRacing? Yeah, Daryl, how about that? What's up, Marcus? What's up, brother? He said, what up? Shout out. Hey, shout out to you too, brother. Right now, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get on it. As a matter of fact, everybody in the chat room right now, guess what? You're going to have, your drops are about to drop. With that said, on the other side of this break, I will be back to talk about a whole bunch of sports in a little bit of time. Once again, you're listening to The Defining Moment right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, everybody? This is Taryn Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunder Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hey sports fans, do you like wine? Well, we've got the show for you. This is Let's Whine About Sports, a show where we talk about wine and sports simultaneously. From the classic Cabernet Sauvignon all the way down to the grapes that you've never even heard of before. Oh yeah, we cover it all. And we'll talk about a little bit of sports as well. Football, hockey, collegiate, women's sports, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it all, and we're going to whine about it all. So join me Monday at 8 p.m. on IU Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's good, fight fans? It's your boy, Marcus Los Great, here to give you what you want, here to give you what you need. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm coming to you live, straight from your mama's basement with a crispy, awesome white tea. We are coming to you live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Drivers, start your engines. Auto racing takes many forms, from the close quarter contact of NASCAR
to the high-speed, high-risk atmosphere of IndyCar,
all the way to the pinnacle of technology with the Formula One World Championship.
No matter if you prefer the high banks of Daytona,
the concrete canyons of Long Beach,
or the flowing curves of the Nürburgring.
The international language of motorsports is simple. Go fast,
run hard,
and come home first.
So join us, myself, Darrell Kinsey Jr.,
Lolita Camello,
and Michael Ward,
on a world tour of all the best motorsports has to offer on the Extra Mile, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, only on your home for all. That is sports. IE Sports Radio.
What's going on, y'all? So, we are right back at it, as I mentioned. Couple drops there for y'all. Hopefully you enjoy them. They are our brand new stuff right there. And we are good to go. So those right there are the brand new drops released. First time everybody's heard them, so hopefully you all enjoyed them. And thank you so much for everybody who made all those brand new drops. So appreciate y'all. Thank you for putting the time in. And well, there they are. Some good stuff there. Really enjoyed that. And yes, Darrell just released this, and yes, a new drop with him and Caitlin. Will be up in here pretty soon. So yeah, I just want to play Darrell because one guy showed Darrell love, man. He's up in the chat room right now. So big ups to Darrell. But yeah, so we'll be getting that going on pretty soon here. But anyway, so we got about 40 minutes here before Taryn jumps on the mic. So here's what we're gonna do. Like I said, we talked a little bit of iRacing, and Darrell, I want your thoughts, man, because me, like I said, personally, I did watch it. I was taking care of school crap and everything, but that last lap was really competitive, though. Super cool, man, seeing these two guys. And wouldn't you know it, the two professional drivers, Denny Hamlin and Dale Earnhardt Jr., end up racing to the checkered flag, and it was a heated last lap. And as I mentioned before, iRacing is a different story. iRacing is pretty cool. It's really, really, really... It's the most realistic virtual experience that you're ever gonna get to NASCAR. No video game can do justice. Like iRacing, I mean, it is a video game basically, but iRacing is completely different. It's a league of its own, and there actually is a professional league that races in it. But it was really neat to see like the pros jump in there, the actual drivers, and get a crack at it. And well, it turned out just like you would think, you know. So these guys were in there driving, and it was really cool to see that. So it's again, y'all, the Dixie Vodka 150, and you gotta show some love, man, to all the drivers who got up in there and raced. It was really, really neat. And I remember seeing Brad Keselowski tweet that, you know, it was fun. Like, the victory in that entire thing was fun. Like, everybody had fun. And, you know, of course, I think he said everybody enjoyed it, or for those who enjoyed the race. And honestly, that's really what it's about. And this is hence the name of today's show. I just thought it's kind of, it is what it is. I'm a history guy, okay? I'm a history guy, is what it is. And today's show is titled The Sports Great Depression. And I guess you can reword that as the Great Depression of sports, but I guess that would be more powerful if it was the sports Great Depression, because it literally is like the Great Depression with sports right now. Though there are many more important matters to deal with around the world, sports, it just sucks because now we're all confined to our homes for the most part. And we have no freaking sports. So I have literally, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't played this much Madden in my life since I was like a teenager, okay? Like, seriously, last time I played Madden this much, I was like in the 11th grade, okay? Before practice and after practice during the summer, okay? Like, that was it. I mean, I was like Madden mode and NCAA back in those years. Yeah, NCAA football, and it was still a thing. Still the greatest football game ever, okay? But, damn it. Here we are now clinging to video games, alright? And I think it's funny because that is... It's just funny because iRacing is a video game, but it's not. So it's funny because they put that on Fox Sports 1. Like, we are clinging to whatever we can get from the sports world. Whatever we can get. And yeah, Marcus, I would put up 50 on you, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. 50 burger. But yeah, my boy Marcus up in the room, man, trying to talk some Madden. Yeah. But no, my boy Marcus, man, great guy. And I seriously doubt he has any time for video games anyway with his family. But we have this ongoing thing going back and forth with Madden. But hey, anytime, brother, anytime you get a little time, man. Right now, I got so much time and I'm bored. Freaking bored, so I'm sitting here playing Madden and crap. But I just think it's funny because, once again, we are clinging to whatever we can cling to in the sports world, and that's what's happening with, like, iRacing. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay? We are, like, literally clinging to whatever we can get. And that is exactly what we got with iRacing. We televised a video game, basically, for the sake of people not losing their minds behind losing their sports. And, well, NASCAR fans, I hope you're happy. I mean, I definitely am. I think it's really neat for the drivers and a neat experience. So, I think just really do think that right now this is where we are. And however you gotta get your sports fix, guys, get it. And so we're trying to fill that void right here, y'all. Giving you shows, still trying to deliver what we can, and we appreciate that. Terrence, I've never played Madden in my life. Hate comments. Dude, Madden is amazing, okay? It's football. It's football. And if it's football, I come running. Remember that fat dude on Remember the Titans? Remember that? It's like, when I hear football, I come running. That's pretty much like me. Yep, I'm that fat dude. So with that said, y'all, let's move it on now into, once again, as I mentioned earlier, Denny Hamlin to win the Dixie Vodka 150. So congratulations to Denny Hamlin, y'all. Good job there, Denny. That's right. From winning Daytona 500s to winning on iRacing, he's winning everything. So, good stuff, man. Good job, Denny. Alrighty, so, with that said, we gotta get a little serious now, and I don't really want to. I don't want to get serious. Ugh. Yeah, tell him, Marcus. Never, Taryn? Are you serious? Never played Madden? Okay. I don't want to get this serious right now, but we kind of have to, and it's going to bum me out. But, okay. This right here is courtesy of the ESPN ScoreCenter app. I'm going to read this thing in its entirety. And it was written by... It was the Associated Press contributed to this report, and it's just literally on the ESPN ScoreCenter app, on the ESPN News Service. It was released today at 12:44 p.m. Pacific Time, 3:44 p.m. Eastern Time, and here we go. It says, Dick Pound says Olympics to be postponed to 2021. IOC responds. A day after the International Olympic Committee said it would take 4 weeks to review the effects of the coronavirus pandemic on this summer's Tokyo Olympics, including possibly postponing the games, longtime IOC member Dick Pound on Monday told USA Today that the games would be postponed until 2021, with the details to be worked out. All right, here's the response. On the basis of the information the IOC has, postponement has been decided, Pound said in a phone interview with USA Today. The parameters going forward have not been determined, but the games are not going to start on July 24th. That much I know. The IOC responded to Pound's comments, or to Pound's comment, saying in a statement, "It's the right of every IOC member to interpret the best decision of the IOC EB, which was announced yesterday. Pound's remarks came as a growing number of countries, including Canada, Australia, Norway, Portugal, and Germany, have called for the games to be postponed. The IOC on Sunday had announced it would take the next 4 weeks to review a number of scenarios regarding the games, including possible postponement, and hoped to have a decision at the end of the 4 weeks." So here we are so far. I'm not halfway done, but I just want to stop real quick and give a little bit of commentary. This is just one man's comments. However, as you can see here, the IOC says, yes, well, everybody has the right to give their opinion, but nothing has been said yet, okay? So, Pound says he believes that the IOC will announce its next steps soon. Yes, once again, it's next steps soon. It will come in stages, he said. We will postpone this and begin to deal with all the ramifications of moving this, which are immense. On Sunday, Canada's Olympic Committee announced it would not send athletes to the Olympics in Tokyo unless the games were postponed by 1 year. Canada's announcement followed by public calls in the past few days by U.S. Swimming, USA Track and Field, and the Global Athlete, a worldwide group representing Olympic hopefuls, that the Games would be postponed. National Olympic committees in Brazil and Slovenia also have called for a postponement in 2021, or to 2021. The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency also believes the Games should be put off. CEO Travis Tygart told the Washington Post on Sunday. Now, that is all we have for right now. However, as we can see, we are freaking talking about delaying the Olympics. Yes. Okay, we are talking about delaying, like, one of the biggest, if not, like, the biggest stage, okay, for athletes in the world every 4 years. This is huge. So let's get to the comments real quick. Daryl says it was a lot of fun watching them. Oh, yeah, of course, man. iRacing, good stuff. Best part was 7-time champion taking out half the field. Good job, Jimmy. I didn't even know that happened, but that's crazy. Next up here, Terrence says, I grew up playing NBA Street. Yeah, I never played any of those street games, but I did play NFL Street. That was good stuff. But anyway, with that said, y'all, so we're not 100% like solid just yet. But if we postpone the Olympics, okay, this is the toughie. Because I did hear in that video, okay, like in the video that's attached to this, the other two, I think the members of the IOC there, yeah, y'all, think about this, okay? So the Winter Olympics, okay, let's just take a look at this. Would it put a damper on anything? Probably not, but they will be in 2022, okay? After that, the World Cup. Well, when is that going to happen? Also in 2022, okay? And that's going to be in Qatar. And after that, the Women's World Cup will be the following year. So, yeah, I get it. I get that it's going to bunch everything up. I get that, but I don't think they're going to be stepping on anybody's toes. There's nothing for next year, 2021. There's nothing. There's nothing gigantic going on. Okay? I mean, really. We don't have the European Cup, the Euro Cup, isn't until, actually, that was supposed to be this summer. But, we don't have that right now. Like, we don't have this threat of, like, taking that stage away. And I understand that it can jumble everything up, but personally, y'all, if this is getting this bad, okay, looking at the news and all this craziness that we have so many athletes, or so many people right now getting sick around the world, and countries like completely just shutting down everything, and yeah, it's kind of serious, It actually is very serious. So if this is the case, and they want to keep people from gathering, then personally, we don't need to... I hate to say this, I really do, because I love my sports, but if not having sports for the remainder of the year or anything else, and trust me, I'm talking about like this is gonna screw with me because I'm supposed to walk for my master's in August. It would be really sad to think that I've worked so hard for this long to not walk, but it's for the greater good. I'll still have my hood ceremony, and it's cool. If it's for the greater good that we don't have that commencement in the summer, then so be it. People getting sick isn't cool. So I understand. Okay? And I just feel like right now... Daryl's cracking me. Yes, Daryl. But if you read what he said in the comments, please do. He cracks me up. But yes, everybody. The big thing right now is if we have to delay crap like the Olympics, I mean, it's not crap. If we have to delay something like this, then so be it. Because if we don't take like the proper precautions to make things better, then we're gonna end up like a lot of like some other countries right now who are like in total like they're frantic. Okay, we're trying to really keep things, you know, chill as we can get in the U.S. That's our part. Now, around the world with all this stuff happening, I mean, it kind of makes sense to postpone the Olympics for a year. If that were to happen, then so be it. It's for the greater good. So that's my opinion. I know it may not sit with everybody, but I get it. Okay. But with that said, y'all, I don't want to be on that note forever. That was annoying. We had to even get that serious right now, but it is what it is. Let's get on over now to a little bit of NFL free agency. Now, I'm going to skim through this. This is also courtesy of the ESPN ScoreCenter app, or actually ESPN.com from the ESPN staff. It was written at 12:50 p.m. Pacific time, 3:50 p.m. Eastern time, so this was not too long ago, a couple hours ago. And this is right now all the free agent moves. Now, am I going to read every one of them? No, but I'm going to go through as much as I can and just kind of get some stuff out there and just kind of comment on a few things when I scroll down. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. All right. Gostkowski. Yes, Stephen Gostkowski. You know that guy? Everybody remembers him. He would go ahead and succeed Adam Vinatieri. Well, unfortunately, the Patriots have let him go. Guess what? He's been in for 14 years. He's done a ton. The guy has scored, look at this, the Patriots all-time leading scorer with over 1,700 points. 1,775 points. That is incredible. But I guess they figure they're just going to clean house. Is what it is. Kyle Allen going to the Redskins. Well, I wonder why. Rivera. But let Riverboat Ron do his thing. All right? Let Riverboat Ron do his thing. He got his back up there. And you know what? That's okay. I like that. And I think personally, I mean, maybe he drafted him, but you know what? Honestly, this is a big thing, and I think this is going to be good. So, good job, Daryl. Let me know what you think about your new quarterback there, buddy, or your new backup, at least. So, next up here, let's see. How about this, y'all? PJ Walker, the dude who was having all the success in the XFL before it got canceled for the season from Houston, from the Roughnecks. Guess what? PJ Walker's going to the Panthers. Oh, yeah. Because guess what? They have a Teddy. And now that they have a Teddy, they want to put another Teddy behind Teddy. Good job. I like it. Bacterius Mingo. Or sorry, I always screw this guy's name up. Barkevius. Let me butcher his name. Mingo. Going to the Bears. That's right. You know what? That's actually a good pickup. That guy's a hell of a linebacker. So seriously, the Bears are making all kinds of moves. Be ready for this team to be nasty coming up next year. Really looking forward to that. All right. Let's see here. Who else? Brian Hoyer. Hey, we remember you at the Patriots, Brian Hoyer. Well, Brady left, so you want to come back? Yep, that's pretty much what happened. So they called him on back. So sorry, Brian. But I think sorry, Patriots fans would be so crazy about that. But personally, it is what it is. They're trying to cling to whatever they can get right now as well. And I still think they should go after one of their old backup quarterbacks now that Phillip Rivers is in Indianapolis, and they should really go after Jacoby Brissett. I'm just saying, but we'll see. And the Colts, well, we know the Colts do not like the Patriots whatsoever. But it is what it is. Maybe I don't know. I don't think they want to help them out very much, but it is what it is. All right. Next up, let me go ahead and get some more, let's see, some of the big news. Oh, well, of course, we know Darius Slay going on over from the Lions to Philly. Oh, yeah. And this is really cool what it says right here, as a matter of fact. In this little box says Darius Slay to wear number 24 with Eagles to honor Kobe Bryant. From what I understand, Darius Slay is actually from the Philadelphia area. So it's pretty cool. He said here that he plans to switch to number 24 with his new team to honor Kobe Bryant. Slay, who was traded last week by the Lions, wore 23 of the last 6 seasons in Detroit. And, well, him and Matt Patricia had a little beef, and, well, that ended in, well, Patricia went and stalked that defense up. The Lions are going to be nasty. I'm so excited for that. But it is what it is. Slay won't be a part of that defense. He's going to go on over to the Eagles. And the Eagles need somebody, because after they lost Malcolm Jenkins and Malcolm Jenkins went back home to the Saints, yeah, they're going to need some kind of secondary over there. They got a decent secondary, but adding Slay is a big pickup. So, good stuff there. Hey, we all know that Brady went to the Buccaneers. That's like more headlines than almost anything right now. So, yeah, just saying. Nick Vanette, okay, tight end, going to the Broncos. Big pickup here. Lord knows they need every bit of help they can get there at the Broncos right now. That offense. Defense is not too bad. The offense, well, they need help. So, good stuff there. Raiders! How about my Raiders picking up Nelson Aguilar? Yeah, I don't care what y'all say. I'm a Nelson Aguilar fan. Why? Because he's from USC. Fight on, baby. What's up? So, you know what? I'm happy with that. Good pickup there. So, yeah, is what it is, though. I'm biased with USC. I don't give a crap. So, good stuff there. After that, let's take a look here and see what we can go ahead and just roll on down. Artie Burns! I remember when that guy got freaking drafted. Well, he's no longer a Steeler. He's going to, guess who? The Bears. The Bears are on it, y'all. I'm telling you, wait to see what the freaking Bears do. Watch. Just watch what happens. This Bears defense is going to be nasty. Jameis Winston, he says goodbye to the Bucs. Well, guess what? Duh. I mean, it is what it is. But will he go somewhere and ball out? Will he? I don't know. But personally, I think he just may. So I'm really excited. Really, really, really excited to see him go and ball out. Okay, let's get to the chat room real quick. And yeah, absolutely, Taryn. Let's get rid of this freaking virus first. And okay, so Taryn's with me, man. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm all for banning. Melvin Gordon is injury prone. Taryn is a very bitter Charger fan, everybody. I wish him all the best. I think he's going to do great. But yes, Royce Freeman, great player, great running back. Philip Lindsay more than likely has a job over there. Yes, I agree, Taryn. But watch Melvin Gordon go over there and ball out. Don't hate, just wish him all the best, okay? I mean, this is my type of, departure from a team. But it is how it is. And do your thing, Taryn. And then, yes, Nelson Aguilar will forever be my favorite USC wide receiver. Well, he is one of mine, too. Maybe not my tip-top favorite, but one of my all-time favorites. One of my favorites, that is. Taryn, so good stuff there. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this gigantic list. I'm just going down the list, y'all. Emmanuel Sanders going down to the Saints. How about that? Is that not going to be legit? I am so excited to see him and Drew Brees play together. That is going to be awesome. Of course, we have the Chiefs signing Mike Reemers. Good stuff there. There we have Melvin Gordon going over to the Broncos. Watch him ball, y'all. I think he probably will. They're going to have a great running back. They have a great running back core over there. So really excited for that. And yeah, of course we saw Eric Ebron, and actually Taryn and I talked about that a little bit on Twitter, and yeah, we agreed he's a beast. The dude's a monster, man. He's going to be going over to the Steelers. Really good job there. He's going to be like what Jesse James used to be, I think. It's an absolute gigantic target, big boy, and really good target he will be for Big Ben. Also, Andres Pete, the guard, going on over to, actually, no, he's not going nowhere. He's staying with the Saints, which they need him. They need every bit of him they can get, and every bit of offensive lineman. We also have here Dion Bush signing with the, guess who? Da Bears. How you like that? Texas bringing on back Roderick Johnson, offensive tackle, big guy there. So, okay. So that's pretty much everything besides Gurley. Gurley, of course, we know had lingering knee injuries. He was released. This is right after last week's show, like right around there. So Todd Gurley going on over to the Falcons. I think it's a very good pickup for them because even if he is a little injury prone, once again, change the scenery, and you know what? Let him ball out. Let him do his thing. So it's a pretty good pickup there. A couple more that we had here were safety Clinton Dix. He's going on over the Cowboys. Hey, you know what? He's going to reunite with McCarthy, and you know what? I think this is going to be pretty big. I mean, the freaking Cowboys are so talented. Maybe with McCarthy at the wheel, they'll do something. Wisniewski also headed to the Steelers. Once again, they need a very good offensive line. They need to keep that offensive line as much as they can and add new pieces. Also, Adrian Phillips heading on over to the Patriots, safety. Colt McCoy going to the Giants to sit behind Daniel Jones, which maybe there'll be a competition there. I don't know, but we'll see. And honestly, that's pretty much it. Oh, also, this says here, that's right, Clay Matthews was released from the Rams, which really, like, whoa. But is what it is. I mean, hey, come to the Raiders. I'm down. He's still a beast. You lose a step or two. It happens. But you know what? It is what it is. Father Time is undefeated. But you know something? Some of these guys can just have a change of scenery and go somewhere and ball out. I am the optimist, y'all. As an athlete myself, you just got to be optimistic. So, let's see here. Sharon. Yeah, he is absolutely great. Yeah, man. Good thing. There you go. Then he wishes him the best, and that's all there is to it. So, good stuff. Okay, with that said, y'all, let's get on over. What's going on, Ben? My boy, man, Ben Sutter III here. Check him out, y'all. You hear his drops all over IE Sports Radio because Ben's the real deal, man. So, as I always like to say, man, big shout and lots of love to Ben, man. He had a show earlier today. Go check that out. But great stuff as always, man. And BS3 Sports, y'all. BS3 Radio, as a matter of fact, man, has a whole new network of shows over there, does his thing, and what can I say, man? Ben's the real deal. So, Ben, thank you for taking a little time to tune in, brother. Appreciate you so much, man, and thank you so much for everything, brother. Yeah, once again, Ben's a big part of us, man. Even though he's not, you know, I always call him, you know, in a sense, he's the honorary IE Sports Radio family member, man, because that's just who Ben is. So we appreciate you, man. So, alright, with that said, it's a little bit of frequency and my thoughts on it, and personally, yeah, change sceneries are for the best, but for everybody I named off today, I think they're going to have pretty good careers elsewhere, especially the PJ Hall pickup, man. Oh, I love that. I love that so much, because why not? Why freaking not? That is a great pickup, and we're going to have ourselves a lot of fun coming up. So, alright, y'all, so next up, I think everybody knows, well, actually, you don't know yet, but I just got to tell y'all right now, it's because I like playing this music. It's hilarious. So I gotta give a little bit of I gotta throw something out there right now, because this is kind of different. Yeah, what am I getting into at the moment? You will soon see. But it does have to do with frequency, and I had to save this one, and I know I wanted to bring it up in here. I know I already mentioned it, but I just had to make sure that everybody, this is a good time to drop it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you know what it's time for? Are you tripping? Ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago, the Minnesota Vikings thought it was a good idea to let go of one of the best freaking pass rushers in the NFL. Yeah, he's a beast. His name is Everson Griffin. Yep, that's who he is. I'm a biased USC fan. I don't really care. And guess what? Guess what? They let him go. I'm not a fan of this because you already don't have a good defense. I'm just being real. The Vikings were so up and down last year, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, they were amazing. They could have won everything, but they didn't. The year after that, they fell apart. This year, they started to have some kind of redemption, and now you're going to let go of your pass rusher. Yeah, confusing. Go figure. Everson Griffin, best of luck, brother, wherever you end up. Alrighty. However, I have to go ahead and bring this up right now because this is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun to talk about because I just want to. I've mentioned them a whole bunch of times already, but my gosh, I mean, you can't overlook this. Okay. This is amazing, and I'm going to go over this entire list right now because how good has this team been in free agency? Well, we're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bears have been ridiculous in free agency. And you know something? I am really, really excited with the direction this team is going in. There is reason to believe they could be a scary team. Just saying. You know what this segment's called? Chicago Bears, I see you! Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bears in the last week have brought in Devin Bush. In my opinion, that's a pretty damn good, pretty good pickup there. Okay. HaHa Clinton-Dix, TJ Clemmings, Chase Daniel's still there. But what I'm saying, y'all, the amount of pickups this team has made, and with the defense this team already has, I am really, really, really excited for the damn Bears to get on the field this year. Okay? And there is no doubt in my mind that they will be a very competitive defense, not only in the NFC North, but in the NFC period. More than, of course, in the NFL. But my biggest thing, y'all, is the fact that they're bringing back Dan Trevathan. A guy like Trevathan is unreal. This guy's level of talent is freakish. Okay, you already have Mac there. You have the freak of nature that is Rolando. Okay, so I mean, you have an amazing, amazing team. Defense, that is. And when you have a defense like this, you're gonna win lots of games. So, to the Chicago Bears, I gotta say, I see you! And that, of course, was I see you. So, with that said, y'all, that right there is a little bit of a look at how well this team really is. As I mentioned, y'all, the absolute monsters on this defense is unreal. Khalil Mack and Roquan Smith already. Roquan Smith is a freaking monster. Because this guy he's been every bit of beastie as he can get. Okay? When you have this guy on your defense, you're already that much better. Then you have Khalil Mack out there as well. Okay? Now you're adding more pieces. You managed to re-sign Dan Trevathan. This guy can go anywhere in the NFL and play. This is a big pickup, guys. And I know you're probably like, wow, Larry, but you get excited over the smallest things. No, it's because I kind of know football just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. And I also know talent, guys. And seriously, a guy of his level, Trevathan, they found a way to keep him. And seriously, this team, I will be so disappointed if they don't have a very good season this year, or at least a decently good season. This is a good team. This is a very good team, and I'm so excited to see how well they can come together. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, we already know what happened. Who did they pick up in free agency? Well, let's think about this. Remember last week, there were also my scheming team. Well, this week they're my scheming team again. Okay, I see you, because now they picked up Nick Foles. Nick Foles is still a freaking beast. Okay, I don't care what happened in Jacksonville. They want to go with Gardner. Good. Gardner Minshew needs to grow into his own and do his thing. I'm not saying nothing bad about him. Good. Nick Foles took a gosh dang Eagles team who wasn't even that good to the Super Bowl. Okay, the defense was good, yes, but seriously, y'all, like, without Nick Foles, I don't think they would have won that year. Like, that's how good Nick Foles is. So, you put all that together, ladies and gentlemen, I am sold right now on these Bears. The Monsters of the Midway, I think they're going to be pretty nasty, and I am really excited. So, let's see here. Taryn here. Yes, Taryn, the Animal Crossing music returns. Let's see here. Let's see where Terrence is. I'd bet 5 calzones and 100 soft chicken tacos that Adam Rank picks the Bears to go 16-0 before the season starts. You know what, man? I'm just saying. Yeah, that's good guess there. Yeah, no, Terrence says Nick Foles needs to have a statue built in Philadelphia. Just my take. Yeah, I can agree with that. Because that team, they had never won a Super Bowl before 2017. They got one. And why? Well, Nick Foles is a pretty big part of that. So, I'm just saying, let him go on over to Chicago now and do his thing. You know what? I like that. So, good job. So, I see you, Chicago. All right. With that said, y'all, a little bit more here today. We already got through iRacing. Sweet. We're happy. As for Formula One, personally, I don't know if we're going to have a season, and I'm really bummed out about this, because if we don't have a season, that's going to be really sucky. But apparently, everybody working on the new age packages, they out of this thing. Yeah, kind of suck. Okay, everybody working on the new packages coming in for the next year, guess what? They have been put on hold. And when they put on hold, well, it happens. And unfortunately, with everything at the moment, you can't do much. So, my take on that entire thing is if Formula One doesn't have a season, it may be for the best, but I'd be bummed out. Also, with that said, IndyCar. No, in my opinion, at least from anything that I've heard, IndyCar has been kind of on hold as well as the other motorsports. We are now looking at Le Mans being pushed from June to September, which is going to be crazy to see that in the winter. I mean, in the fall. But so be it. So that's the latest from the autosports world. And that's a little bit old news, but that's where we are currently, at least from what I know. And for everything else, we are pretty much just still on hold. Once again, opening week for the MLB should be this week. Guess what? Not going to happen. So, we don't have much. There's not much there to get into, because we're optimistic that baseball should return by the summer. If it is a shortened season, then screw it. I just think it'd be really cool to see a really, really short season, like after the All-Star break. If we were to have baseball this year after, like, July-ish, because I know everybody's really trying to say that we're going to have it earlier than that, and hopefully we do, but if we don't, I think it'd be kind of cool to see, like, a different an MLB type of blitz, you know? Not like the game, but I'm just saying, like, a different type of, like a blitz for the playoffs. Like, start in mid-July and just go at it and have, like, certain records set of who makes the playoffs. like the NFL season, you know? Like, I think that'd be kind of cool to see that. So, I don't know. I mean, you know what? We gotta be optimistic, but then we can also have fun with this year. These are not traditional years, and I would love to see sports of all kinds just kind of join into, like, non-traditional types of seasons just for fun, for the heck of it. Why not? You've already screwed up the season, you know? Like, I mean, not you, but I mean, the stupid coronavirus has already screwed up the dang sports world and taken a lot of sports, and personally, I think it'd be really neat to see this flipping and flopping. So, that'd be a lot of fun, yo. I really do think that'd be a lot of fun. So, anyway, with that said, that's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, that's about as much as we're gonna get today. We don't have much more. As I mentioned, all auto sports that's kind of where we are. The big one is Le Mans being moved to September, and we do have, let's see here, the draft. We know that's not going to happen no more. It's going to be televised. And everything else has pretty much been canceled or on hold. I do not think that the summer soccer events are going to happen. So in this year, of course, the Euro, the UEFA Euro Cup, I don't think that's going to happen at all. And that's really bummed out. I'm bummed out because that would be such a cool thing to see. I love watching that dang cup. It's really, really neat, but I just, with everything happening and the death toll in all these different countries, and I just don't see it happening. So, as bummed out as I am to say this, if we don't have anything off, like I said, for the rest of the year, or it is what it is, we'll get through it. We're going to be just fine. And especially right here on iSports Radio. We're going to keep y'all coming, y'all. We're going to have some fun starting next week. You're going to see what we do. Seriously, you're going to see what we do next week. There's something pretty big planned. We're going to have a lot of fun. And you know what? If we can't have sports right now live, we're going to do our thing to have sports. You see the guys over at USRN, Matt and Seth, they're doing their thing. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy belated birthday to Mr. Matt Owens, the founder of USRN. They do a great job over there, and they're calling old games from the vault, upsets and huge games over there. They call it from the vault, so they do a great job over there. And you know what? I think they do a great job, and everybody needs to keep that going and keep a positive mentality. With that said, y'all, that'll be it for today's show. But you know what it's time for? It's time to bring us on home. All right, y'all. It's about that time to bring us home. This has been a very chill week again in the sports world. But you know something? It's all right. We're staying optimistic, and we're getting through this. So, with that said, we talked some iRacing today. Denny Hamlin is victorious at Virtual Homestead. How about that? I love it. Great stuff there, Denny. We appreciate you, brother. You and Earnhardt Jr. had a great race at the very end. Also, tons of free agency. And as I mentioned already, y'all, watch out for those dang Bears. They are going to be on one, and I'm so excited, man. I hope we get to see Bear Mania. I love it, what they're doing. So keep it going, Bears. We're done talking about Brady to the Bucks. Whatever. That's good. Let him go over there. I hope he balls out and does his thing. A new uniform for a couple of different teams. A new logo for the Rams, who some people cannot stand, and some people actually kind of like. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I like the ram head. That one's pretty cool. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to the LA with the ram, with the ram horns. It's all right, but I don't know. I like the ram head instead. The new ram head. That looks pretty cool. Anyway, we got all that going on today. Tons of free agency. Will the Olympics be postponed for another year? I don't know, but I think it might be the smartest thing. Taryn says here, the coronavirus has screwed up the whole world of sports, or the whole sports world, so much that everyone is doing these weird challenges on Instagram. I pray I don't get nominated for a challenge. That's terrible. Yeah, I would. Taryn, please stay away from those things. Watch out for the sharks as well. Yeah, Taryn, watch out for the sharks. Just kidding, brother. Yeah, watch out for the Raiders too, brother. Psych! But he says, great show there. But hey, great show, man. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody, I want you to direct your attention on over to Mr. Taryn Rodriguez. He will be delivering you Set Point coming up next here on IA Sports Radio. That's right. Coming to you hot and fresh off the grill. We got all kinds of stuff going on today. Set Point with Taryn Rodriguez at 3 p.m. Pacific time. At 5 p.m. Pacific time, we got Mr. Mike Pat coming at ya with another episode of Let's Whine About Sports. And y'all know what's happening at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. We got the Unfiltered Truth with Phil Jones and Phil Robinson III talking to Raider football. What will they get into tonight? I don't know. What kind of wine will Mike be drinking tonight? I don't know. And what in the world is Taryn going to say on his show in a couple of minutes? We're going to find out. With that said, that is going to do it for today's show, y'all. As we bring it on home. Oh, yeah. It's been a fun one, y'all. And all I got to say is, please be safe. Please be safe. Everybody out there, please be safe. Don't go out if you don't have to go out. Keep yourself chilling at home. Have plenty of food. Don't hoard. Just have plenty of food. Provide for your family. If you're going to work, be safe. Y'all know the rules. And just please do us a favor. Take care of yourselves. Because we want our listeners to be around. And we also want everybody to be around, y'all. As I always say, all glory to God. That's right. All glory to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without Him, nothing is possible. And big ups to all the listeners out there. We appreciate y'all so much. You can follow us all as a whole at IA Sports Radio. At IA Sports Radio on Twitter. At IA Sports Radio on Instagram. You can follow me, your boy Larry B, at the THE_LB53. You can follow us all. Show us some love. I'll see y'all next week. Check us out at iasportsradio.com. And that is that, y'all. We'll see you next week. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.